I'd like to think that Berlanga's arm is, that left hand, that fixed bicep is doing pretty good.
He did a nice job there defensively getting out of the way.
Showing very nice boxing
With some power, and I feel like he answered some of those questions tonight.
Yeah, he took some big shots from a guy who is a good puncher.
Oh, I caught him with one right there. Short left hand. Feels like he's got the legs of Angulo wobbled.
Angulo. Ooh, good feint there.
Answered tonight, but I think for staying disciplined, staying...
Gotta do the Dominican shit. ¡Ay, mi madre!
Otra vez, dale.
¡Gol! ¿Qué pasó?
Cabrón, porque la gente me dan envidia.
¿Por qué?
Porque tú quieres que si tuviera la vida en Superstar.
¡Ay, puñeta!
Pero si tú eres chiquito, naciste Superstar. Papi te dio la vida de un rico.
¡Ay,
Chiquito,
ay,
puñeta.
¡Rico, coño!
Hey, my people, so welcome back to Boricua Science Nation. Man, I was trying to make this video live, but I won't be able, because the internet is just horrible. Okay, so I'm just gonna make this video. I'm gonna keep trying to make them till I get a better internet, because right now the internet is just really bad. Okay, en estos días ayer estuvo todo el día lloviendo, estuvo bien malo. Y antes que eso el internet estaba malo, imagínense. O sea que right now it's going to be even worse. It's going to be even worse, the internet, because it is raining. And these days we've been having bad weather, and that is the reason why we're getting this this bad internet. I'm guessing that's the reason. Because that app was working really good. But let's make it like this, and then when they have a better internet, we will come back on live. Okay, family, I'm just gonna make this video. I want to talk about this this fighters or this boxers who are at the same time who are commentators. Okay, some of them are retired already. Most of them. I think the only one who's not retired is Chris Argeri, who was the one who called the last fight of Edgar Berlanga. This kid, this guy, who is 38 years old. He's not a kid. He's a guy. He's almost 40. He was calling this fight, and I'm telling you, man, he did a great job. He did a great job doing it. Listen to what he says right here. Listen.
Berlanga, since the knockout streak has ended, he has stepped up in class tremendously. Berlanga, since the knockout streak has ended, he has... Berlanga, since the knockout streak has ended, he has stepped up in class tremendously. Berlanga, since the knockout streak has ended, he has stepped up in class tremendously. Berlanga, since the knockout streak has ended, he has stepped up in class tremendously. Berlanga, since the knockout streak has ended, he has stepped up in class tremendously.
That's him right there. That is Chris Argeri. Okay. I'm going to show you the record he has and the people he has fought. He was a champion. He was a WBO champion. Okay, so the guy has been a champion. He's not only fought great opponents. I'm not going to tell you he's fought good opponents. He's fought great opponents. He's lost to them, but at the same time, he fought great opponents. Okay, let's take a look at the other guys that I'm talking to you about. Guys right here. Okay, so from this guys right here, I would say that Sean Porter is a pretty fair guy. Okay, he's a pretty fair guy. Okay, at the same time, I think that Roy Jones is I could put him in the middle. I think Timothy Bradley is a I really think that this guy just likes to get attention for himself. He talks a lot about him. It is almost all about him. It's almost he attacks a lot of boxers. I think he's not fair. The guy is not fair when he's calling, and many people will say, just because he's attacking your fighter, he's not fair. He's not fair because he's been he has to attack Yaron Ennis as well. Saying that Yaron Ennis is a hype job when we all know that Yaron Ennis is one of the best prospects right now. Even though Edgar Berlanga has had bad fights. I mean, and not bad fights, man, but because a person on his right mind is not going to say that Edgar Berlanga had a bad fight against Demon Nicholson, man. He knocked Demon Nicholson 4 times down. Look, take a look at how he left the face of Marcelo Esteban Cáceres. Even though the guy knocked Edgar Berlanga down, he beat Steve Rose, even though it was his worst performance. We could say that the Steve Rose was his Edgar Belanga's worst performance. Still at the same time, even though that was his worst performance, I think that he won that fight. He won that fight. The numbers speak for themselves. Okay, beat the guy. I think he hit the guy a couple of punches less, but at the same time he threw less punches, so the percentage was in Edgar Belanga's favor. Okay, and you gotta take those things to an account. And take a look at those things. And I think just he's a I think Timothy Bradley is a controversial guy. He likes to be calling boxers names. Take a look at what he called Edgar Berlanga. The other fight his fight against Steve Rose. He called him. He said that Edgar Berlanga was not the chosen one. He was the phony one. That is a disrespectful comment, man, against anybody. Man. You shouldn't say that about anybody. Even if the guy is what you're saying he is, you shouldn't be calling that to anybody. You shouldn't be doing that. As a commentator, you shouldn't be doing that. Juan Manuel Marquez, I think he's a pretty fair guy. He's been like in the middle on Edgar Berlanga. He's not a guy he's been talking crap about Edgar Berlanga, or I think he has said some negative things about Canelo Alvarez. I understand that many Mexicans will say that he's been he's a Canelo Alvarez hater. You know, you can you can take the or think about him how you want, but I think he's pretty fair. Antonio Tarver is a he's been commentating in his promotional network with Roy Jones, Pro Boxing TV. I think he's pretty fair as well. He was talking the last time I heard him talking about Edgar Berlanga, he was talking pretty fair about him. I don't know about. I think there was another section that they made. I'm talking about Edgar Berlanga. I don't know what he said about Edgar Berlanga there, but I think he's pretty fair. I have listened to him in his commentating his fights on Pro TV Network. He's pretty fair. You don't see him talking about him a lot. You don't see him attacking anybody. And in the case of Lennox Lewis, the same thing. He's in the middle as well. I don't think his this controversial. He's pretty fair. I think he's pretty fair. The same thing with Andre Ward. Andre Ward is pretty fair as well. I think this guy right here that I'm going to move my picture so you can see him better. This guy right here, Paulie Malignaggi, man, that guy is just the worst. The worst of them all, man. This guy got fired from Showtime. He just he's I think he's just always talking about himself. He thinks he's the big thing when this guy he was a champion. He became champion. I think I don't know if he was a two-time champion. He lost to the first person he lost against that took his undefeated record away from him was like Miguel Cotto. So I think he's got a little bit of hatred against Puerto Ricans because of that. He's an Italian descendant. So he's from New York, like Edgar Berlanga. Everybody should say, but he's from New York, like Edgar Berlanga. Well, Edgar Berlanga, he's from Puerto Rican heritage. He's from Italian heritage. So you can understand what I'm talking about, okay? Italians think that they're just the last thing on earth, man. Italians, they think they're the big thing, they think that they're the best, and the guy is just the worst of them all. This guy right here, Paulie Malignaggi, is the worst of them all, man. I think this guy is not fair, not a bit fair, man. Not a bit fair. I think that he's been worse than Timothy Bradley. From all of these guys right here, you can say that this guy is the worst. I think that the best one for in my opinion, it is Lennox Lewis. Then I could put Andre Ward, who sometimes has criticized Miguel Berlanga, but not attacked him. Sean Porter, I can put after him. Then Juan Manuel Marquez, then Roy Jones, then Antonio Tarver, who hasn't been there for as long as all of the other guys. Then Timothy Bradley, and at the end I gotta put Paulie Malignaggi, man. This guy is the worst of the worst. So let's take a look at the. Let's go to the internet. Let's go to the internet. I know that right now the internet is not good when I go to when I try to make a live stream. But right here, I think that we can go to the internet and get this right. Okay, so let's take a look at Chris Eddie, right? Aguirre. Okay, there he is. Argeri. Chris Argeri. Okay, so Chris Argeri lost his last fight. When was that? He's active. So I think he fought last year, you see? On December of last year, he fought Conor Benn. Let's see who this guy is. I think he's a British guy. This guy is one of the best guys right now, man. This guy is one of the best. He's number 9. He's ranked number 9. This welterweight. You know that welterweight is one of the best divisions right now. So this guy has fought. Chris Argeri has fought the best. Terence Crawford number 1, Edgar Spence number 2, your Dennis Ugas number 3, Bridger Ortiz number 4, Keith Thurman 5, Cody Crowder Crowley number 6, Jadon Enix 7, Mantas Estaciones is number 8, and 9 Conor Benn. So this guy is a top 10. Okay, so from this list right here, Chris Argeri lost to 2 of this top guys, 2 of them. To this guy who is a top 10 and Edgar Spence. Okay, so he lost to this guy, Conor Bennett, and Edgar Spence with this one right here. He lost to he won the belt over here, the WBO World Welterweight. He won the welterweight title right here. No, he lost it right here. He won it right here against this guy, Ruslav Probotnikov. Okay, he's a pretty good fighter. This guy's pretty good. I have heard this name before. Okay, so he beat this guy for that belt. He's been beaten 5 times. He's never been knocked out. Okay, so Chris Argeri lost to Manny Pacquiao, who is a legend. Everybody knows that. He had 5 losses, but everybody knows that this guy was just one of the greatest ever. Amir Khan, who had only lost against, he had 3 losses. Now he has 6. By that time, he had only lost against Danny Garcia, Lamont Peterson, who was a split decision. Danny Garcia knocked him out. And the other loss he had was against this guy right here, who was 19-0. Braydis Prescott. Okay, let's see what record this guy. Oh, Jesus, take a look at the record he has right now, man. 19 losses, man. This guy has had it rough after he beat American. Okay, and that fight was a KO in the first round. Okay, this was in 2008, man. That was a really really long time ago. That was 12, 14 years ago. 14 years ago. Okay, so I think he's lost to pretty good fighters. He was a champion, and I think that this guy Chris Argeri. Sometimes you don't need to be one of the best fighters ever to be a great commentator or even a great trainer. If you take a look at all the greatest trainers ever, you can take a look that none of the trainers and you can correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, which trainer who has been a great champion, a great boxing champion who has become to be a great trainer. I don't think we have ever had that. I think we've had almost all of the trainers have been boxers, but none of them have been great boxers. Okay, they could have been pretty good boxers, but not great boxers. Okay, so just talking about and saying that a man who was not one of the best, because we can agree on that this kid or this guy Chris Argeri has not been one of the greatest fighters, right? But at the same time, he's been I think he's been a pretty good fighter, and I think he could be a great commentator. Okay, a great commentator. Okay, and even a great trainer as well. Okay, so this guy is still at least he fought last year on December. Okay, so I don't know if he's gonna fight again. I don't know if he's gonna stay as a commentator for Top Rank. He's gonna win pretty good money there, and the way he speaks, he talks. I think he's got a great chance to be a great commentator. Okay, so let me show you something else that the other day I couldn't show you because I saw that when I show you that the image of my video was in the middle. It was in the middle. So I want to show you something because I want you to see this right here. This at the end of the fight when this guy was this was in round 7 when I was showing to you the mark he had on his shoulder. He has a mark right here on his shoulder, right here. Edgar Berlanga was not even close. Edgar Berlanga was not even close to this part right here. To this part right here. You see this dark thing he has in his shoulder? Okay, that's not a mark from anything. This was before. This was in the start of round 7. Okay, Edgar Berlanga didn't. By this time, he hasn't even tried to bite this guy. Okay, take a look.
Tonight's main event will earn the inaugural Miguel Cotto Puerto Rico Day Weekend Trophy, an ode to the four-time Hall of Famer Miguel Cotto.
Puerto Rican or not, that's an amazing award. The 4th round to Angulo on the strength of those uppercuts.
So let's go to the end. You saw that was the 4th round right there. Okay, this is starting the 4th round right here. Okay, there you go. I mean the 7th round, the 7th round where Edgar Berlanga tried to bite him. It was in the 7th round. This was at the start of the 7th round. Okay. Okay. Now let's go to the end to see the mark that some people are saying that he had a mark. I don't know what mark he had because I can't see any. Okay, this was at the end of the fight.
He believes and his team believes he's done enough to win the decision here tonight. What say you, Chris?
Okay, at the end of the fight. Show me where's the mark that he has. Where's the mark? At the end of the fight. Where is the mark? I haven't seen anybody come up to me and telling me, oh, there's the mark. There it is. No, there's no mark. There's no mark anywhere. Anywhere. No mark. There you go. He's wet right there. They're taking the sweat off of him. Okay, there you go. There's no mark anywhere. You think if there was a mark on this guy's neck, or even his neck, or his shoulder, someplace around there, you would have seen it right there. I can't see no mark. So show me the mark. This is at the end of the. You see that they're taking the glove off of him. That's the end of the fight. Okay, that's the end of the fight. Okay, so let's go to the internet so I can show you something else from the internet. Right here, if you enter Edgar Berlanga, take a look at what they're showing right here. Take a look at all the pictures we have right here from Edgar Berlanga trying to fight this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Even comparing it to the Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield one. Take a look at that. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17, I said. 18. There's like 20. More than 20. More than 20. Take a look at this. You see the BS against Edgar Berlanga? Do you see the BS against Edgar Berlanga? Do you think that if there was a mark on this guy's neck or his shoulder or anywhere around there, you don't think that they would have put it right here? You don't think they would have put that right here in many pictures showing it? So stop making up things, man. Stop making up things, man. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop attacking this kid. Just stop. Just doing all this crazy stuff against this kid because it is just getting out of hand. It is getting out of hand. That is just hatred. Hatred. That's it. That's it. Okay. So that's all I have, family. Okay. I know that I'm always talking about Edgar Berlanga. Many people, I see this kid as my own kids. I got, like I told you before, I got a 25-year-old kid just like Edgar Berlanga, my son. He's a man already. He's not a kid, but we always call our sons kids. Okay, always. Okay, so it is what it is, man. I see the BS against him, and I don't like it, man. I don't like it. And it's not that I don't like Sander Sayas or any other Puerto Rican fighter because you all know that I support all of them, family. Okay. If I make another video tonight, I'm gonna be talking. I'm not gonna go live till I get a pretty good internet because right now I don't have it. I don't have it. Okay. So if I get a pretty good internet, then I'm coming back to make a live stream. But till I get it, I'm just gonna keep doing this kinds of videos like this, and then I'm gonna make a live stream. Okay, when I get the internet. Okay, working well. Okay, family. Thanks a lot. I love you in the name of Jesus Christ, family. God bless Israel. God bless the United States of America. God bless this beautiful island that God has given us all. And God bless you all, my family. I will see you later.